What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the podcast. Time Reviews, episode 170, part 4, the final part of this 4-part series, college football preview episode. Today, we're talking about all the ACC, the mid-majors, including Notre Dame. Plus, we give out our college football playoff predictions. A lot to talk about, so let's head straight into it. ACC, Clemson last year snuck in there and won the title. SMU was up there, Miami, Syracuse, Louisville. That was top 5. This guy already saying Miami's going to be pretty much the best team in the ACC.
No. Clemson. Yeah, no.
Okay.
It's just, I mean, how can you have the University of Miami conference not throw up the U's, not throw up the 305? I mean, Mr. Worldwide, Pitbull, come on.
So, yeah, Clemson is definitely one of the top teams going into the season. I agree. I think they're going to be the top team in the conference. But, Dad, do you have anything different?
No, Clemson, Miami. Those are probably the top 2 probably in the conference.
Yeah. My top 5 though, I got Clemson as number 1. I think they're going 11-1. I think they could go undefeated. I'm worried about that first game of the season against LSU, just because everybody hasn't played. Who knows what could happen?
That
will give them
the season.
Yeah, I will give them. They had the upper edge though, being the home team. So I'll give them the upper edge there. I actually really like Georgia Tech this year. What they did last year to end off the season, I was really excited about. They're bringing back Haynes Keene, I think is how you say his name, quarterback, third-year starter for the Jackets. I think he's going to be pretty solid this year. The running back room's really deep this year. They have Chad Alexander and Jamal Haynes, I think is how you say it, is in there for them. Really good running backs, and they brought in a transfer from Penn. He rushed for a lot of yards last year. Didn't play a lot, but rushed for a lot when he was in there. So 3 solid running backs. I think Georgia Tech does really well this year. That's my second team. Miami at 3, SMU at 4, and give me North Carolina at 5. Coach Bill Belichick, I'm not sure really what to expect from him that much.
Jordan, Coach. Oh no, you said her name wrong. Coach Jordan.
Yeah, you said her name wrong.
You said her name wrong. I don't know if you knew that. They haven't gotten married yet.
No, my bad. Apologies, Jordan. Jordan. Excuse me.
She'll come after you.
I don't know what to expect.
I'm a big fan of Jordan.
I think the Tar Heels might be able to do something this year. I think they go 7 or 8 wins on the year. But Vincent, what do you got?
Then the ACC. You got Clemson. You got Miami. Who's the quarterback at Syracuse, Miles?
Is that McCord? Is that his name?
Is it still McCord?
I think it might.
I think McCord's your third. I think that's your third team right there. SMU becomes the 4th team. I like your Georgia Tech call. That's a good one. I think everyone else is kind of irrelevant, especially with Stanford losing to Hawaii.
Yeah, that was a tough one.
Yeah.
Tough
Yeah.
result.
And well, go ahead. We'll wait till you ask for the rest of the stuff there. Go ahead.
Dad, you want to say your top 5?
Oh, okay. Yeah. Clemson, Miami, SMU, Louisville. And then let's see the last one. Who did I have? I didn't have a 5th pick.
Wake Forest. What does it give you, Wake Forest?
Wake Forest? Okay.
Wow.
All right, Vincent, what were you going to say, though?
I want to say, I think Georgia Tech's going to be a good team. Don't be surprised if Cal ruffles some feathers. They have a good little team going there. They have a good little group. I like them a lot. They're kind of like a Clemson, but on the lower end. They've been consistently building. They have a good coaching staff. They've been consistent. I think they've done some work to their home field. Don't be surprised if they sneak up. Not to make any. They might make a difference in the top 3 in the ACC, but not to be in it, but to knock someone out of it. I wouldn't be surprised.
Okay. I forgot to say, I was going to mention him. Jaden Ott transferred from Cal, went to Oklahoma. I think it's going to help out Oklahoma this year with the running, as long as he stays healthy. But I could see Cal. I mean, last year they gave Miami a run for their money in that last.
They should have
won that game. They choked that last game.
That's why I say I think they can do something special.
So I'm okay with that pick.
Decent bowl game.
Yeah. So my title game though, I got Clemson, Georgia Tech. I still think Clemson's better than Georgia Tech. I'm going to take that for sure, but don't be surprised if you see Georgia Tech in the title game. I think.
Well, I was looking at Clemson's schedule. I mean, we find out right away who's who. They play LSU right at the beginning, right?
And they got Troy.
And then they go to Georgia Tech. So we're gonna
Yeah.
find out right away who Clemson, who LSU, who Georgia Tech is. And I think they're all in the national scale. I think they're all kind of in the same boat. They're not the top nine. They're probably like 10, 11, 12. I think those big games. And then Clemson's schedule too. At the end of the year, I don't know, they go to the Gamecocks
Yeah.
in South
That's the one I'm
Carolina.
circling.
Well, yeah, so it's an in-state rivalry, right? So
Yeah, so that's gonna be we're gonna find out right away about Clemson.
Yeah.
If they,
Klubnik.
I don't know why they're hyped up, but they're hyped. We'll see.
Dabo's a good coach. I will give him that for sure. He's very stingy about the transfer portal, but he's been recruiting very well that he keeps himself relevant. He keeps his teams in the top 25. You're really right, though. In this schedule's tough. They see
Yeah.
Syracuse week 4. So you're going to see what
So
Syracuse is like, too.
maybe that's why if they can make it through that schedule, hey, sky's the
I'm,
limit.
yeah, I think you're right. The schedule is definitely going to help or hurt Clemson, and we're going to see it right away.
But it doesn't matter. Big Ten, SEC. Go ahead. Next.
All right, your title games, guys.
I got Clemson, Miami, and Clemson winning it.
Okay, what do you have?
Yeah, let's go Clemson, Miami.
Okay. With Clemson winning for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
don't like it, but yeah.
Obviously my surprise team is GT. I've already mentioned it multiple times. Do you have a surprise team?
Maybe North Carolina. Just who knows what Belichick, the Belichick factor, what that'll happen, what that'll do over there.
Jordan.
Jordan.
Do you have a surprise team, Vincent?
Oh, I said Cal.
Oh, that's right. My bad. Yeah, Cal. Disappointing team, I think, is going to be Syracuse. Looking at their schedule, I think it's going to be kind of on the tougher side. So I don't see them getting to a 10-win season like they did last year. I think they're going to drop off. I don't think they're going to be terrible, but I think they're going to drop off from that 10. So I think it's going to be disappointing for a Syracuse what they did last year. So that's for me. Vincent, do you have a disappointing team?
I say Duke will come in hot and be competitive about 2/3 of the year, and then last third they'll fall apart.
Okay. Dad?
Florida State.
Mm.
You can't keep picking the last teams as James.
Well, no. I used to be big on Norval, right? I thought he was a good coach.
Yeah.
He worked his way up, through Memphis and some other schools, and then
And
get
then
over
he
there.
cried like other people in this room. Oh, if our quarterback was healthy,
Okay.
he had done nothing.
And then they did nothing. They haven't. He hasn't done anything since. It's been disappointing over there. So that's why they're a disappointing team.
Yeah. Worst team in the conference. I'm gonna say Stanford. Think they get lucky if they win 2. Do you guys have anything else
Oh,
than
Stanford.
Stanford?
I don't know. Virginia's
No,
not very good, right?
Stanford's back to being who they are, right?
Yeah. Yeah,
Like of olden days.
yeah, they're back to the books.
Maybe if
Bunch
they
of
had,
nerds down there.
they should count GPA. Then maybe you do a bit better.
Dominate the conference.
Any final comments from the ACC?
No.
No, sir.
All right, well, let's move on to mid majors and independents, where we get Notre Dame. We'll talk about Notre Dame right now. Last year looked really good. I mean, they made it to the national championship game. This year, I think their schedule is a little bit tougher. It's going to be a good test for them, but I still think Notre Dame's going to be really good this year. What do you got, Vincent? What do you think about Notre Dame?
Notre Dame, I mean, they are who they are. Great coach, great team, physical football, physical defense. He's not afraid to be like that Detroit Lions, tough offense. I have no complaints. They are a very scary team. I have it down for USC as a loss already. Like I have no confidence going to that game. But yeah, they should be right back in the mix. I mean, it's Notre Dame. They can fart, and people will say they're the number one team in the country.
Yeah. No, they're going to be right there again, right? They're always sort of in the in all the conversations, being on the better teams, going into it, and they do have a tendency to not do well in the playoffs, in the bigger games, but they're always pretty good during the year. They'll always squeak a couple out and go that way. Like you said, I do like the coach over there. He's I can't think of his name, right?
Marcus Freeman.
I do like him. He's kind of like that good attitude guy, and they
Bye, Miles.
changed their logo.
Oh yeah, that's dumb.
So now the leprechaun has holding the football. So
Yeah, it's not the fighting Irish, it's just the Irish now. But no, I think you guys make a good point. I think Notre Dame's really scary this year. Looking at their schedule, I wrote down 4 games because I think the other games are going to be cakewalks. This team plays at Miami. I think that could be a tough game at Miami. That's week 1. That's
When
on Sunday. So we're gonna see right away, is Miami good? Is Notre Dame good? So that's gonna be an interesting matchup. Then they got 3 home games against really good opponents: Texas A&M, Boise State, who could be a mid-major team making to the playoffs, and USC. You already said USC. You think it's a loss, but it's a rivalry game. I still think anything can happen. I think I'm circling those 4 games
I think if
for
you
Notre
look,
Dame.
if I'm not too mistaken, when they start going back to back, who's winning? I think the home team usually wins that game. The USC Notre Dame game.
The home team does.
Is it
Yeah,
South Bend this year?
I think
Yes.
yeah.
Okay. So, I mean, that gives obviously Notre Dame the upper edge this season, but I would still say that's going to put a lot of dampers into that roster, just prepping and things like that. I think Notre Dame's going to have a tough season this year, but I think it's still going to be a really good year for the Irish. Any mid majors you guys want to talk about that kind of stand out for you?
Mid major is the Pac-12 too, right?
Yeah. Anybody else? Pac-12, the MAC, the Conference USA.
Your Mountain West.
Um, I don't know. I think it's interesting. This is the last year. Are they up to the 12 teams again for the Pac-12 or not yet?
I think they're at 10 or 11 right now. I think they're
Yeah.
still searching for one more football school. They picked up
Okay,
DBU for
but
baseball,
they're
but
playing this. They're playing this year,
yeah, they're
and as the Pac-12. Yeah,
yeah.
I think that's going to be interesting to see what people are doing this year in the Pac-12. It's kind of like a resurgence of a conference. It's not nearly going to live up to the hype as it used to with the USC's, the Oregons of the
You
time.
the Mountain West will have one more year left of the normal Mountain West that we know.
Yeah, yeah, okay, yeah. So it'll be interesting to see what those two schools do. Um, I know Washington State's looking to start a new quarterback this year. Looks like they're gonna stick with the homegrown guy in Jackson Potter this year.
Okay, interesting.
So we'll see.
I'm actually kind of expecting Oregon State to be pretty solid this year. I don't think they're going to make a playoff run. I don't think they got the schedule for that, but they scheduled some good games. I mean, they get Oregon at home or on the road, excuse me. So it's going to be a tough game for them, but they get to play Oregon. They just play Texas Tech on the road. And then they get 2 games against Washington State, which I think is interesting scheduling.
2 games against Washington
One
State.
at home and one on the road. They start off at home. I think they'll probably split those games just because it's hard to beat the same team twice. But Washington State's not that great this year. I don't expect them to be all that great. They could make a bowl game at 6-6, but I think it's going to be a little bumpy for them this year. But I think Oregon State might be pretty solid this year. I could see them around an 8-win team potentially with their schedule.
Okay,
I like to
I don't think
see.
Oregon State's gonna have 8 wins.
No?
And I don't think they'd be Washington State twice.
Wow.
Yeah.
I like Boise State a little bit if they could find a replacement for that running back. And I always like watching Army. I like Army and Navy. I like watching
They're fun.
those. I like watching the
There's
academies. They're all
there's a lot of hype on Navy this year. They're saying Navy could be a American Athletic Conference top dog this year. But they got Tulane there, which has our boy from BYU, Retzloff there. So who knows what
Is
he
that
does
where he
with
ended
them.
up? Is that where he landed?
Yeah, I don't know if he was named the starter. I'd figure he probably is because who else is at Tulane that's better than Retzloff? But Tulane's usually a pretty solid team. Memphis is still not bad either. So that's gonna be a tough conference with their top 4 right there with the 2.
Do you think
Um,
UNLV's gonna crash and burn?
yeah. Oh man, that game yesterday against Idaho State was rough. That was a
Yeah,
rough game.
I think they have the wrong coach.
I'm not a huge fan of Dan Mullins at all. I don't think he's all that great. And they got a
Man,
bunch of
that's
old guys playing.
yeah. So that's gonna be interesting.
Yeah. We got a
Didn't
couple
they
new
play, how many
teams.
quarterbacks did they play yesterday?
At least 2, maybe 3. I
Yeah,
think I may
yeah,
have saw
yeah,
3 different names out
yeah.
there. Um,
Maybe Hawaii might be a surprise. You never know.
and honestly, anything can happen. I mean, because the Mountain West, I think, is probably what most people look at it when it comes to mid-major teams. Like, because you got Boise State, who's usually pretty solid every year. UNLV's making headway with Dan Mullins. if Hawaii is able to sneak out a couple wins here, I mean they're up 1-0 right now. They play Arizona in week 1, and we just already mentioned we all agree that they're the worst team in the NCAA. So yeah,
We,
no,
who's we?
yeah, we all
Everybody in that
agreed.
house?
Yeah, we all agreed
Everybody
on
who
that.
lives where you live. No, Arizona. That's such a biased take. You have a little Sun Devil logo still on your podcast
Yeah, yeah,
little
the
logo.
little W on the W.
Oh Jesus! You should put an asterisk behind everything you talked about today.
I mean, I don't sugarcoat it. I'm an Arizona State fan, but yeah,
But
Arizona
you wear an
State.
ACC champion shirt.
Yeah, Big 12. Back to back. It's gonna be back to back. I'm gonna get another shirt that says back to back, and I'm gonna buy you one. I'm gonna buy you one too.
Okay. Hey, let's be honest. I know we're gonna do a recap of the rest of the rest of the year. If you ain't in the Big Ten or the SEC, you're playing for fun. You're
That was
not playing to
targeting.
win anything.
You're playing for fun.
That was targeting.
Hey, they go the next round, they get smashed. Get out of here.
Nah, nah. We beat Ohio State. We're in the national championships against Notre Dame. Who knows?
Okay, okay.
Right? Alternate universe, we won the national championship that year.
Yeah, when you play college football 25, no free ads.
Oh, all right. So let's head to playoff predictions. So the way the playoffs work this year, we have again the 12-team playoff. They're talking about expanding it. That will not be this upcoming season though of expanding it. So automatic bids are your Power Four conference champions plus the highest mid-major team remaining. So that could be a team like Boise State, Hawaii, Oregon State, if you want to throw them in there, things like that. And then the rest of the 7 will just be no particular order, but the next best 7 teams from any conference can make it in. You could have mid majors there. What's up, Vince?
Um, Big Ten SEC. You're not in there. It don't matter. Let's go.
All right. So your auto bids. We'll start off with you. Who are your auto bids? Your top 5 right there.
Well, now you're trying to make me remember who I picked in the other ones.
Well,
Can you
you
hear me?
had
Yeah, okay.
Clemson for the ACC.
Okay, let's go ahead. Let's go with the ones that matter.
All right, all right.
Texas, Penn State, Iowa State, highest mid major. I don't know. Flip a coin. Who cares? Let's just say Boise State.
Boise State. Dad, who are your auto bids?
Texas, Oregon, Arizona State, Clemson, and Boise State.
Okay, my auto bids was Alabama, Ohio State, Arizona State, Clemson, Boise State as well. I think everybody's pretty much in agreement, even online, that Boise State is going to be the highest mid-major team going into the postseason. Now, your other 7 teams are just your best 7 teams you think are going into that postseason. So doesn't have to be, it could be all one conference. I mean, I think I know where this guy's going. But
What are you talking about?
what do you mean? You're giving off SEC Big Ten vibes like crazy.
Okay, let's go. So I need how many more teams? 7?
So you need 7 teams. It could be from anybody, and there's no particular order.
Okay. Let's go. What did I say? Won the Big Ten, Penn State?
Yeah, you had them winning the conference.
Then we're going to go Oregon, Ohio State. And I say they get one more team in there. Who is that third team? I do not know. I say, you know what? Let's just throw it. USC. Boom. There's your third team. I got 4 more teams left.
Yes.
Okay, 4 more teams left. Let's get to the SEC because that's all that really matters. Okay, I got Georgia. I got Bama. I got LSU. And then they're going to be nice. They're going to throw, Notre Dame.
Yeah.
Yeah, Notre Dame. Boom. There you go.
All right. Cool.
And if your conference doesn't have more than one team in the playoff, I don't think you count as a champion. Okay, next. Go ahead.
Dad.
And they're also, let's make a good point here. They're also seeding correctly this year.
They're changing the
None
seeding.
of this BS what they did last year.
That wasn't BS. That
Everybody,
was
hey,
well deserved.
What were the conference
Big
champs?
12, you want a little cookie? We'll give you a cookie. We'll give you
Boo-hoo, we beat the system.
listen. They corrected it. It's gonna all is right, and they should not. Okay, dude. I mean,
Big 12
what
champs.
league does Norco play in? Is that the same league Arizona State plays in?
Okay.
You're flaunting a Big 12 championship.
Big 12
It
from
hasn't
worst
been
to first,
relevant since the
baby.
90s when Ricky Williams was running the ball for Texas. And then again, when Oklahoma won a BS championship and then got smoked the next year, 55-7 or 55-0 to USC. After that, the Big 12 doesn't matter. Texas, Oklahoma left. They brought in a bunch of B teams. Next.
All right, Dad. You want to follow that somehow?
my next 7.
Yeah, you're next.
I've
It's
got
gonna be all Big 12 teams.
no, actually I got
UCF.
Alabama, Notre Dame, Penn State, Ohio State, Georgia. I want to throw in like SC just for fun. So I like this. I like to see when SC is good.
Okay.
So if they're they're a 10-win team like Vincent says they're going to be, there's a chance they can get in there.
No, with their schedule, they could. If they're
Yeah.
actually a 10-win team, their schedule, they could get in there.
And then the last one, I don't know. I'm just going to throw LSU because I don't know. He convinced me. Vince, he convinced me. He said they're going to be good. Why
All
not?
right. My 7, I got Notre Dame, and I think they might go undefeated the whole season. So I think they're an easy lock. Penn State, Oregon, Georgia, LSU. Now, last two is questionable. If you want to say Georgia Tech, I'm really high on Georgia Tech this year. So I got Georgia Tech, and I still think Texas Tech, what they're doing and the recruiting, I think Texas Tech gets in there. So I think Georgia Tech and Texas Tech are going to be your 11 and 10 seeds kind of thing. But I think they're in there. Hey, at least I didn't put USC in there.
That was the reach. That was the reach, a Big Ten team. Okay.
Yeah, you're hopeful that they hit 8, 9 wins. You're saying they hit 10 wins.
You're
saying there's a chance they win 9.
You're hopeful the Big 12 gets more than one.
No, there's a great chance. There's also a great chance that everybody beats up on everybody and everyone's got 3 losses going into the playoffs. There's a great chance.
The bad part is they'll take a 2 or 3 loss SEC team over any of the other conferences.
Want to know why? Because it just means more.
Okay, money talks.
Isn't that what the SEC says?
I think so.
It just means more. Back-to-back national champions. Big Ten.
Let's wrap it up, Dad. Early national championship pick.
Early national championship. Oregon. Oregon.
Oregon does have a tough time finishing in the playoffs. I don't know if you know that.
Well, all the teams we talk about do. Texas has an issue. Penn State.
Ohio State
chokes.
Ohio State could finish.
Hey, Miles,
Arizona State.
I don't know.
Miles, what does this stand for? Who does this?
Oregon, right?
Yeah, guess what else it stands for?
0 natties.
Yeah, that's right, baby. That's right, baby.
I don't know. I'm not sold on Ohio State.
1,000 uniforms, 0 championship.
Yeah, I mean,
maybe he matures quick.
Maybe. Vincent, who do you got?
Yes, sir. I think it's going to go again to the Big Ten. I think it's real. I truly think it's Penn State's year to lose it. I mean, it's theirs. If they can't do it this year, James Franklin is just going to live in purgatory as the 3rd or 4th team in the Big Ten. And as soon as others pick up, like Michigan again, like USC, even UCLA, if they start picking up without the years, if he doesn't leave Penn State and he can't win a national championship this year, he'll be the number 5 team for the rest of his life in the Big Ten, which is still a number 1 team in the Big 12.
He's been building up to this point. It's just, can they take it to that last step, right?
Death by 1,000 paper cuts. Just these little jabs from this guy, man. These little jabs. For me, early champs, it's up there with Oregon just because they can't close it out. Notre Dame.
Oh, I was about to say.
No. I like Notre Dame a lot. I think their roster looks pretty solid based off of last year's roster.
Yeah,
I
but
think they look pretty
I
good.
like their coach. Their coach is really good.
Yeah, I like Marcus Freeman a lot. I don't
It's
have a
just
gripe over him.
it's just for some reason, as soon as they see a certain couple teams, they're just like, uh-oh.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's my biggest problem is they can win the first round of the playoffs. Can they win against a team like Alabama, Clemson, Penn State, Oregon,
They
Georgia?
can beat this. They can beat this Alabama.
They'll beat that, but then they'll go up against another team that's
They'll
just
lose
as
to
tough
like
or
a Penn
tougher,
State.
and
They'll
then
lose
they'll
to like a
lose that.
Penn State or an Oregon.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
that's my biggest problem. But I think I've been talking
You know
about
who they
them.
won't lose to?
Who they
I'm gonna
won't
bring it
lose
close
to?
again. I'm gonna bring it close again. They're never gonna lose to a Big 12.
All right. Notre Dame is my early championship pick. I'll root for them. I like them.
You
I
also
don't have a
picked the
gripe over them.
Yankees to win the World Series every year. That was a weak.
No, we can't do that.
They pick the Dodgers every year.
Almost every year.
All right, well, that would do it for us. That does it for the Power Four and mid-major rankings, early predictions for playoffs and championships. Dad, Vincent, you guys have any more comments to bring up?
No, other
You
than
know-
just the best time of year right now. College football's starting again, Makes
We have
Saturdays fun again.
football every weekend through the Super Bowl. If you're
That's
not
amazing.
happy about this time in life, I don't care what's going on around you. If you can't distract yourself with months of football, I don't know what you're doing.
Well said.
Yeah.
Well said.
Every Thursday through Sunday, you're going to have games around you on TV everywhere. The number one sport is back. Thank you, football, for coming back. Baseball, hockey. What's that other sport they call soccer? Basketball. You all take a back seat because the big dog is back. College football, NFL. Where it's the greatest. This is the greatest part of the year.
Oh, hands down. It's the best time of year. It's like Christmas.
Yeah, I guess.
No, it's Christmas. It's
I never
Christmas
get that disappointed in Christmas though, like I do some years in football.
That's a good point. All right, guys. Well, that'll do it for us. Appreciate you guys listening or watching. Episode 170 in the books. Make sure you guys watch some college football this upcoming weekend, and we'll go back and forth all season long between this. So you'll see us again talking about college
Hey,
sports.
Miles, let's make a bet. Let's make it. Maybe if I come back, we can talk about where your head coach is going next year because he's not.
Okay.
He's leaving.
No, he's not. No, he's not.
There ain't no money in Tempe, baby.
He doesn't need it. He's happy.
Who's the coach of Michigan State right now? Isn't he an Oregon State alum? Get out of here.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, but Oregon. Who wants to be in Oregon State? There's nothing in Corvallis.
There's nothing. Okay. There's a lot of things in Arizona State, and the head coach can't do any of it.
That's touche. All right, guys. We'll see you guys later.